Welcome. Good morning. Today we got a pretty simple factory flaw. I'll show you the damage. On this video I kind of just want to go step by step on the process to get it into the booth, so I'm not going to go over much of the painting stuff. I've had a lot of questions about, when I say a lot, like a couple, the process before painting, the grits to use, all the stuff that we kind of skip over in a lot of these videos. So we're working on a 2025 Chevy Trax. See right there, factory defect. It's a lot more common than you think. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna set the GoPro up and just start walking you through the cleaning, the prepping, getting it ready for the booth. Hang tight. In there, dude.
Don't worry.
Did you really just do that? Yeah. I'm so dude, I was on that for probably 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, alright. Got molding off, door handle out, and that's why you get a professional. I was going at that for a minute, couldn't get it out. Of course, someone who's been doing it 15 plus years. Yeah. Anyways, well, let's get this thing cleaned up, masked up, and we'll go from there. All right, always mask the panels you're not going to be touching. Last thing you want to do is hit one of those, especially with a higher grit. I mean higher, like lower grit, something more abrasive. And you'll be fixing that too. This is just a cleaning solution. Everything we use is PPG. So if you're looking for something a lot cheaper, anywhere, any paint shop, I know I'm not going to endorse any of these places, but even like AutoZone, any of them will have some kind of surface cleaner. We can make sure there's no more damage anywhere else. Look at the spot we're just working on. Let's get going. I'm starting with 320. The best way to think about this is whatever material you have going over the panel is how I analyze what grit I'm going to be using. My sealer needs 320 grit at least to go over. Base coat 500, 600 are safe. Blend area 800, 1000, being a solid white 800 is fine. So let's go out with 320 to see what's under here, and we'll go from there. That out, went down to bare metal. We're going to want to throw a little epoxy on here, just a little bit of primer to give some of that build. What I'm going to go from here is just finish prepping the whole panel. So I'm going to take 320 here, we'll 500 the rest of it, finish the blend areas with 800. That way when we come back, throw a little primer, we just have to hit the primer spot and thing we know, we're in the booth putting on color. Here we go. Okay guys, we got 320, 500, 800 a little further out. We need to scuff all the shiny paint. Gray Scotch-Brite is your best in blends. I don't mind using a used red, especially on a solid color. And sometimes I get a little lazy at this point. I'm gonna throw that on the DA, let the DA do the work, and I will just hit spots that the DA can't get. Got our coarser grit here, a little bit finer out here, 500, and 800 further out. We are just going to blend color right here. There's no need to bring color over the whole thing. At this point, it's prepped how I would like it. We don't want to flatten this out too much, or else this panel is going to look different by the time we clear coat it. Anyways, let's get this wiped down. We're gonna mask it, bag it, throw a little UV primer on here, prep it. This one will be in the booth real fast. All right guys, all prepped out, primed. Let's take a look at it. So, pretty simple. I say simple, there's obviously a lot of detail that I can still go back into. And hopefully in future videos I can do that. Here I just wanted to show an example of the grits of sandpaper I'm using and how I'm tapering that out so that I can blend my color and just bring clear coat over the rest. You know, if I sanded the whole thing at 320, I couldn't just clear coat over that 320. It's just too coarse of a grit. You would see all that shrink back into the clear coat. It would just be bad, especially in a metallic. Solid white's a little more simple, but at this point, I'm gonna get this whole thing blown off, the booth blown out. We'll get her masked up, wiped down, the whole 9 yards, and next time you guys see me, we will be in the booth ready to spray. Well, that's that. It turned out like we expected. We kept our base coat really small. We threw a little sealer, obviously, where we had the 320, 500, clear coat the rest. As you can tell, there's no base coat around any of my tape. You can see the base coat really is just that small area. Yeah, let's get this thing thrown together. I think we got a new molding on the way. Kind of broke some of those tabs on that. It is what it is. Let's get it thrown together, check it out, and then ship it. Welcome. And let's take a look at what we just did. Snap the molding in, door handle, belt molding. Pretty straightforward, simple job. Right there is where the damage was. And go a little further back to see the color. It's spot on. Thank you for watching, guys. I'm sorry it's a little loud in here. We got 3 booths fired up. Yeah, I know this is pretty basic, pretty quick as well. I hope to do longer commentary as we go on, but someone asked about what grits I use and when and where, and yeah, this was the easiest way to break it down. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next video.